Hello everyone. We live in a country where our belly rules our brain. We all are educated with the concept of 3 meals a day to stay fit and healthy, along with plenty of water, where breakfast being the most important meal of the day. We are raised with the concept of eating all day long, where especially Indian mothers insist their kids to eat more. Amidst COVID-19 waves, even our near and dear ones suggest each one of us to eat more and stay away from fasting. But what if someone told you that fasting can be a better approach than eating all day long? Not easy to believe? Yes, I can understand. But there are scientific evidences favoring fasting as a better approach to stay fit and healthy, also in as a preventive measure against COVID-19. Let's see how. The food is made up of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, fiber, and nutrients. After ingestion of food, it is digested in the stomach where it breaks down in small molecules of carbohydrate, proteins, and fats, that is, glucose, amino acids, and free fatty acids, respectively. Further, this glucose is absorbed in intestine and transported to blood, from which body uses some of the glucose in maintaining and regulating body functions, while rest is stored in various organs, mainly in muscles and liver, while fatty acids are stored in fat cells. In fed state, that is, when the stomach is full, glucose is the simplest form to use by the body. The excess glucose is converted to glycogen by insulin, which is secreted by pancreas. While in the hunger state, liver converts the glycogen back to the glucose to keep supplying body with the energy. Usually, a sedentary person takes 10 to 12 hours to use up glycogen stores, while people who exercise or are physically active may take less time. After glycogen is utilized by the body starts breaking down fat stores to produce energy in a different form, that is ketones. Thus, insulin levels in our body are high after meal and low between the meals. So, as we can see in this graph, in normal state, insulin levels are high and low. But in all day eating state, the insulin levels are high most of the time, which may desensitize body tissues, causing insulin insensitivity, which are clear hallmark of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Thus, fasting can help to regulate your body functions in a healthy manner, where it utilizes the glucose first and then the fat stores. Fasting can be of three types. First, calorie restriction. Second, nutrient restriction. Third, intermittent fasting. Calorie restriction fasts are the most common fast, where the average daily calories are reduced without deprivation of the nutrients. Nutrient restriction fasts are those where macronutrients are restricted, for example, carbohydrate, fats, proteins. Basically, this type of fast is used for the athletes whose demands for proteins are high. Then comes intermittent fasting. It is time restrictive feeding. It cycles between eating and fasting. So more likely it's a eating pattern which doesn't consider what you eat but when you eat. There are many ways to do intermittent fasting, out of which two are the most common. First, 16 by 8 method. Second, 5:2. 16 by 8 method. In this, 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of feeding, just like not eating anything after your dinner and skipping your breakfast. In 5:2, you are minimizing your calories on the 2 days of the week and eating regularly on the other 5, like fasting on Monday and Thursday. Fasting of any type can be useful for you, but it all depends which type of fasting do you choose for your body. Last year, there was an interesting RTI filed against ICMR nodal officer and a scientist regarding the law to make intermittent fasting as compulsory for the patients suffering from COVID-19, though it was not considered due to lack of scientific evidences. But Where there's smoke, there's fire. Recently, there is increased public and scientific interest in health benefits of intermittent fasting. Here's how. So, whenever we want to go to somebody's house, we follow a path. Similarly, viruses also follow a path to reach to their destination, that is cell. And now, if we do not want virus to reach to its destination, we have to block its way. mTOR is the name given to that road or pathway with which coronavirus replicate and persist in the host body. Intermittent fasting has shown its possible direct antiviral mechanisms in human cell stimulated models. Intermittent fasting has shown direct inhibition of mTOR pathway and promotion of autophagy, which is quite similar to the antiviral drugs. Autophagy is in simple term is clearance of the remaining particles of dead virus. Hence, intermittent fasting can help us against COVID-19 variants and its adverse effects. Clinical benefits of intermittent fasting are still under investigations, but multiple studies are showing promising results against various diseases. Thus, we can say that intermittent fasting is an effective, preventive, non-pharmacological method. But not all are allowed to do intermittent fasting. First in the list are the people who need high calories for their proper development. For example, children, adolescents, the underweight individuals, or the people struggling with the weight gain, breastfeeding, and the pregnant ladies. Second, the individuals who are on intensive training to build their muscle mass. Third are the diabetic patients because intermittent fasting, when combined with the diabetes medication, can lower your blood sugar dangerously. Fourth are those who have some sleep issues or eating disorders, weak immune system, or if your job requires more of focus and concentration. So the upshot of today's video is take charge of your health. Don't dig your grave with your knife and fork. Eat less, live longer. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the content, do like, share, subscribe and comment in the comment section. Also, if you want me to present any content, any information on any topic, you can do write it in the comment section. Thank you.